Hey guys, this is Max from Maximum Survivors. I'm here with Jack from Black Scout, and we just want to talk a little bit about bug out situations and kind of give you the overall how we feel on some of the gear and some of the locations type deal, some of the people who would like to have in our group and whatnot. So, Jack, how do you feel about bugging out when necessary?
Well, bugging out is should be the last resort thing anyway, but you do need to have, preparations, I feel like, plans and stuff like that, and we've talked about that before. But as far as, having groups and networking and stuff, we've talked about before, having people with unique skills, having, a medical background person, having a farmer, a military guy for security, hunters and stuff like that. Having an eclectic group, I think, is the most beneficial. And it's kind of hard to find that, though. I know we've talked about talking to some people before, and things just didn't really work out. It's kind of hard to find people that's on the same playing field, I guess, or takes the seriousness of it.
And also, Jack, what some people don't realize, you got to find what clicks for your group. Just because you got a doctor or a engineer or something, but they may not click with your
That's
group,
right, yeah.
your location and stuff like that. So you need to find. I feel like you need to find what's best suits your group.
That's right.
Is the location secure enough? Is the people gonna keep their mouth quiet about your location and your gear? Having your gear at a moment's notice to get where you need to get your family. It may be that shit hits the fan and Jack may be too far from his family. He may be on a business trip. I may have to bug out to his residence to try to get his family to our location. Just because Jack and I know our location, his family members may not come up as often as mine does, or vice versa. So, it may be where we have to go get someone. We have to know our routines and all that. So,
Yeah, definitely. Your group, whoever it is, they need to be ready to do things, if they have to go help your family members out, or if you may not make it, you may get killed. And these people have to be able to step up to take care of your family and things like that. If you want to have a real strong dynamic, you're going to have to be willing to, risk each other's lives to protect each other's lives and welfare of each other and the rest of the network. And a lot of things, go into it as far as, if you are part of a group, it needs to be that just because I may be specialized in one certain area, it doesn't mean that I don't need to branch out and learn other things too, because you're not always going to have a medical emergency in the group. So a doctor, all the time may not have anything to do then. So they need to, branch out, maybe learn some agriculture type stuff, hunting, trapping, basic survival skills and stuff like that, shooting, and I really think in a prepper survivalist group, everybody needs to be a shooter. I mean, just the way it is. So
I feel the same way with as you do, Jack, and organizing. I know I ride with a bunch of good group of guys motorcycling, and y'all seen that in my video. And organizing and knowing what Jack has in his bug out bag or in his stash may be different than what I need to put in mine. If we're doing it as a group, it's okay to have it if you're bugging out yourself or whatever, but when you're doing a group, I may not need to take the same thing that Jack takes. You know what I'm saying? That may be where Jack takes more ammo, and maybe I take more tools because I'm a welder fabricator. It may be where the next guy may take more communication
that's right.
devices. You know what I'm saying? So everybody you need a little bit of it all, but it may be where some guy or some lady that's going to be bringing more to the table. You may have my wife bringing more cooking utensils, and it may be where his wife that's in the medical field may be bringing more of the medical supply type deal like that.
Another thing too is just like you were saying, bringing, like, let's say all of us bring water filters. we don't all need water filters. We need one water filter, and then or two water filters, and then everybody else carry water filter canisters, replacement canisters, filters. So that way you can improve on the group. You don't need 15 axes. So you definitely need to share with your group what your gear is, what your mode of transportation is, because not everybody has a 4x4 vehicle either, and you may have to go off-road to get to where you're going. I'm a big advocate of off-roading. You are too. We both got Jeeps, so big advocate of off-roading and understanding that. But we live right on the brink of, I live more in the city than he does, but right on the brink of the rural areas where we may have to go out, bug out to, because a lot of people, say, well, I bug out to the country because nobody else is out there. You know what I mean? Yeah, if you're national park, there's going to be maybe a bunch of crazies there that's bugging out there, but the areas we know, there's nobody out there. You know what I mean? And nobody that can sustain themselves in the wilderness. Us growing up in the country, we know, been growing up since a little kid, how to sustain ourselves in the country. Hunting and fishing and stuff like that, and what our local wild edibles are and stuff like that. So
you're exactly right, Jack. And see, it may be where me and Jack have to do most of the hunting, the fishing, building the shelters. You may have your doctor or your engineer. Well, the engineer may have to know how to build things and stuff like that. But it may be where we have to put our skills more into securing the area. It may be
doing
where
patrolling, yeah,
doing patrolling, keeping track on the ammunition, scouting, making sure that we're keeping all the weapons checked. Just because we got 15, 20 people in your group, don't mean that 15 or 20 people may need to tote their weapons in the camp area or our bug out location. You want to speculate a little bit on that?
Yeah, definitely. Security should be your utmost thing. In a regular survival situation, wilderness survival situation, and I forgot who I was talking to the other week. I was talking about if I went to an area where there were predator animals, okay, it would be the same thing if I was in Afghanistan. My first thing is going to be security, having a way to defend myself and make sure that I am secure. You know what I mean? There's no need to build a fire if I got, grizzly bears trying to kill me and not have a way to defend myself. So that should be the utmost important thing. And setting up that perimeter. And these are plans that you should already have, along with your communications plan with your group, and just having a good solid set of guidelines and contingency plans you may have that goes beyond your initial ones. But yes, security is definitely utmost of importance.
I want to talk just a little bit more on security, Jack. You don't have to have the utmost state-of-the-art security. If you had looked back on one of my videos, I done a real nice security system where it's just a string that run around your area, and I put it around my camp area at the time that I done the video, and it just a little tripwire, and it makes a real loud noise. That's good for predators, for bobcats or bears or coyotes and stuff like that around our area. But also, guys, you can go to your local Walmart. You can go, I think, the dollar store I seen the other day. You ever seen these sensors where you can put on your windows for security? It's low cost. I think they went like $8 or $10, and you can get them with lights on it, LED lights, and you can put that from tree to tree with you a little bit of a fishing line, and something trips that, and then you got a motion light, and your security people that's walking the perimeters, they're gonna see that, or it's gonna make a loud sound.
And know how to respond to those incidents. If you do get an intruder coming into your secure site, then you need to know how to respond to that. Who goes where and who does what.
That's
not just
right.
a gangle of people just tripping over each other.
It'll be a chaos.
And they'll wind up, friendly fire, killing each other and stuff like that. So definitely.
Well, Jack, I think we covered pretty much everything. We're not here to give out no bug out locations. Me and Jack, we do stay in the same state. We've talked a lot through phone, text, and all that. So we pretty much, communication, radios, walkie-talkies, GPSs, and I know GPS is not a communication, but it is a device to help you get to a location. Because if the worst case scenario hits, your cell phones may be down. I know my wife, she can take her phone and just in a few seconds oh, we need to turn left or we need to turn right to get to the restaurant. We may not have that capability, so having you a good GPS or good map for your whole family or for your whole group of people that's in your group needs to have where at, what's the ultimate ultimate routes. If one is blocked off, which way I need to go from here, because it may be where they can't cover. Okay, I come to the left fork, but it's blocked off. So they need to know. They need to do bug out drills and dry runs is what we call it.
Yeah, that's right.
You know, to get there, time themselves. So there's a lot of things that you need to do and keep doing and keep preparing. Always, guys, you got to keep preparing, checking your gear, changing your gear. Today we was out at the range doing some shooting, and I found a flaw in my weapon, and we're gonna try to get that corrected in the next week or so. So, you know, this thing, last time I brought it out on my video, I mean, it was tack driving, and today it wasn't just doing as what we thought it should be doing. So it's always good to get out and check your gear out. You know what I'm saying? Your knives, your guns, your fishing reels. You know, how many fishing reels you go? Is it collapsible? Can you take it in a small, bug out bag and stuff like that?
Changing batteries, preventive maintenance, and all your gear.
That's right. I mean, you liable to have a set of batteries of 10 AA batteries or CR123s that has been in there a year. You know, to me, I think, storing it a year, yeah, put them there at your house for your kids to play video games. If it burns out there, you ain't lost nothing. But you need to keep changing that
right.
gear out.
That's right.
All right, guys.
I think we covered pretty much a lot of information. So definitely we'll get together again and do some more discussion type stuff like this in the future.
Right on. All right. This has been Max from Maximum Survivors. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe.
And Jack from Black Scout Survival. Check out our YouTube. We got a lot of different things on there, various topics and gear reviews and tutorials and stuff like that.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Till next time. God bless.
Thanks.